Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we're here with Hurricane Dave, and Dave's gonna talk to us a little bit about your what do you got? Your air system?
Yep. This is at the end of my umbilical in my sponge diving operation back in the Gulf of Mexico on my boat. This is the only way I am ever going to dive on anybody's boat, which is why I'm not diving on this one. These guys are unfamiliar with this, don't know what this is, because it's not their fault. They've never been exposed to it, so they didn't know.
So yeah, what do you got there?
So, you can see, all right, so this is the same hose that Gary, God damn it, Brian uses. I apologize. I have been forgetting these guys' name. I keep bouncing.
Well, you're
I keep
brand new,
confusing
so
each other. So anyway, that's the same hose that Brian uses. It's going. This is called a reusable end, a reusable hose end in the commercial diving industry. Nobody uses fucking hose clamps and brass barbs. No one. That's what these are for. This allows you to put it on the end of the hose. These guys, and I love them to death, I'm telling you. These guys, well, whether you've seen it, maybe you've seen it on his video. No, I don't know if you've seen it on his video. I mean, on this boat's video or not. These guys, they have hardwired the umbilical to the Wait a minute, hold it. You're not going to understand unless I explain this. So, my weight belt, I have what's called a Miller commercial dive belt. Not what these guys are using. Believe it or not, I'm 9 years ago, Vernon didn't have a proper weight belt. Twilight Zone, 9 years later, he still doesn't have a weight belt. That's another reason why I will not dive on this boat. Not gonna happen. This shackle and this shackle, just like this. Those two shackles are connected to my weight belt right there, allowing me, fuck me, starting to burn up, people. Gotta get out of this.
Yeah, getting hot. Don't take too many clothes off. We're not naked sponge diving today.
Nope. That's what they call me in the Gulf of Mexico. I could explain why. I ain't going to. He can do it later. You don't want the okay, I told you. These guys hardwire their umbilical to their mask, not the belt. And they're convinced that no matter how hard wait, we'll back up. They hardwire the umbilical to the mask, so it's coming off the back of their head. The umbilical is coming straight down. These guys, and I swear I love them to death, they think it's acceptable to simply put the hose under the belt. Just under the belt.
Right, yeah.
Under the belt. So what that means, viewers of this video, is if for any reason at all, the hose, the umbilical, gets jerked, if it's pulled by the boat, if it's pulled by some idiot on top of the boat, it doesn't matter. It's going to pull on their head. I'm baffled that they don't get that. But regardless, without the umbilical secured to something besides their head, it's going to pull. That's what this eliminates. This goes there. Perfect.
Yep.
You see this? You see this? This is one of their masks, okay? If they would simply take that right there, screw it right there. Do you see that? In, out, in, out. That means they can take this mask off the umbilical, bring it inside the cabin, keep it out, keep it from being exposed to the sun, keep it from being exposed to the weather. My mask, oh my God. I have a divator that is probably 20 years old, and it looks just as new, almost as new, almost. And that's because I never, ever leave my mask outside, ever. Can you hold that? And do you? Okay. And this would go right there. Now.
So what keeps that from popping off in case you hit a rock or something?
Now.
That's a quick connect, right?
In the commercial diving industry, they make what they call a sleeve lock quick connect. Just like this, a regular quick connect. Can you see that? Can you get that in right there?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Now, okay, now.
So there's a little
now,
okay.
Now y'all can see with that U cut in right there and this screw, when you turn it like that, obviously that sleeve cannot release, right? You got, right? You following me there? Videos, vids, what do you call them? People watching this
YouTubers.
thing? YouTubers. You got that? So you turn it. Look at that.
Okay.
Oh my God. That's how that works. That's why they call that a sleeve lock. Only an idiot with a death wish would dive without a sleeve lock quick connect. Now, so that means, obviously, you can bang up against whatever the hell you want to, and your mask is not coming out. This gauge is for obvious reasons. They don't, in this particular operation, that PSI gauge is not necessarily critical. Not necessarily critical, because they have someone topside watching the PSI, hopefully, making sure everything's fine, okay? All right, in my world, diving alone, I don't know shit. So I have to know what my in my world diving alone, there's nobody obviously there's no one topside watching my compressor.
So you dive all alone?
All alone, me and the dog.
Wow.
So since there's no one topside watching my compressor, watching anything, I have to do everything possible to back my ass up. That PSI gauge right there shows me, obviously, my PSI level at all times. So that means, YouTubers, all I have to do to make sure that there's nothing wrong with my compressor is go, oh my God, oh my God. If I have to bail, if anything goes wrong with my topside operation and I have to bail out, all I have to do, as opposed to these guys, and they're gonna die, I'm telling you, one of them's gonna, as a matter of fact, I found out after getting back here that Gary's been bent on this boat. Gary has been bent not once, twice. You would have thought he'd have learned his lesson the first time, but oh no, he did it again. What? So, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've had to bail out in 35 feet of water because the idiot, the last clown that I brought on my boat to try to teach to do this, because it is in fact safer with another guy. We're in 35 feet of water. I've been down for 3 hours. And by the way, any of you YouTubers out there that think any of you glorified scuba divers that think you can't get bent in 35 feet of water, tell you what you do. You go down, you drag a sponge bag around for 3 goddamn hours, humping your ass off, tell you what, and then you bail. And then you fucking bail out and have to come to the surface like an ICBM. I'm gonna tell you, that happened to me. He ran over my hose with my boat, wrapped it up in the shaft, shut the motor down. I thought he seized the crank. So, having said that, if I have to bail out of a fucking situation like that, the only thing I have to do is pull off the mask and help. Since I don't have it connected here, because only an idiot would do that, you don't have to connect it here. I am literally on the bottom, walking along. If anything goes wrong, all I gotta do is go, bam, boom, done. Wait a minute, hold it. Hold it. My weight belt, when it's not connected, won't fall off of my ass. Y'all's bullshit weight belts, not connected, will fall off of your asses. That's why you're not getting this.
Yeah, okay. I understand.
I don't have to connect this.
Okay.
So it enables me to just go,
And it comes
and
right
I'm
off.
done.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight to the surface.
Okay.
And since now that I dive alone, now, after going through 53 guys, including the last asshole that ran over my hose, that was the last one. That was 3 years ago. I have been anchor diving my ass. Oh no, that's been way longer than that. I've been anchor diving alone for 5 years. Easy, 5 years. Once I started anchor diving alone, I stopped the 35 feet crap. Now I work a window, 8 feet to maybe 14. That's it. That's all I have to do to find sponge. I don't need to go into 35 feet. I don't need to go into 25 feet. I don't need to fucking go into 20. I can deck load my boat with sponge in 4 days in 12 feet of water. Literally 3.5 miles from my marina. I actually have a really good job. And now that I've come back here and found out what's going on, I'm gonna stop taking advantage of that and I'm gonna stop bitching. My job, compared to what these guys are going through, I'm not talking about out there. I'm talking about what these guys are going through here at the dock. Shit, they can't even get the fucking boat away from the dock, let alone go out there to work. So it's hard.
So you came here to try to gold mine?
So I came here 9 years ago to look into this gold business because based on what I saw on that show on Bering Sea Gold, and don't get me wrong, these guys work hard. They do. They work hard. We dive in different situations, in different situations. And I'm going to sit here and tell you that my diving is significantly harder than theirs. And I have way more experience because I went to commercial dive school. I went to get the knowledge that I needed to be able to stand here and run off at the mouth about something like this. So,
Yeah, that's cool.
these guys don't. They've never, no, the majority of the guys the majority of the divers in Nome, they're not even scuba certified. Most of them, I'm telling you, 90% of the divers in Nome are not even scuba, let alone commercial. I actually haven't met a commercial diver yet. Not one. Not one.
Nope. Do you want to review my weight belt real quick? Actually, I got mine right down here.
Yep.
Tell me what you think about my weight belt. So basically what I got, I just got the shoulder harness. If there's an emergency, there's a quick strap there and there. That's right on my shoulder. And then the lap belt. So if I have an emergency, I got 3 points that I got to undo.
You're fucked.
To get my belt off.
That's right. And you're dead. You're dead.
So, yeah.
You're dead.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
Okay.
That's absolutely fucking crazy, Brian.
Yeah.
If anything at all, there should be nothing more than one connecting point. One. You're gonna die, okay? You're gonna die. But it's okay. I mean, it's not okay. If you're gonna stay on this boat, I came here 9 years ago to get the gold. 9 years ago, the majority of the fleet wouldn't even leave. Even if the freaking dredge was together, ready to go, they still wouldn't leave the dock. Nobody would. I ain't even gonna go through that. Fuck that shit. I'm not going through that. All that matters is that when I came here 9 years ago, nobody would leave this goddamn dock and go to work. I sat here for 5 days watching not one dredge leave the dock. After that, I had to go home. I could not stay here in Nome, Alaska, continuing to hemorrhage money. I paid $28 yesterday for a goddamn 6-pack of beer.
That's a lot.
Did you hear me? $28 for a 6-pack of Heineken. A 12-pack, $35. For a fucking 12-pack. I had to go home. So I had to go home. All right, now, as a result of one of the consequences of not succeeding here was financial devastation. It took me 9 years to recover enough to come back and try again. I came here last week to try again. I'm telling you, I have walked into the twilight zone. There is still no one leaving the dock. I got here Friday. I counted 8 dredges outside. 8. That was Friday. Yeah, that was Friday. Saturday, there were 6. Sunday, there was 5. And by noon, they came right back to the dock because the winds kicked up. Now, in their world, their idea of winds kicking up is considerably different from what it is in my world. And I can work in way heavier seas than these guys can. And that may be because of their, not just Brian or this particular boat. It may be because of the way the dredging system is. Maybe they can't float around. I don't know if they can get jerked around on the bottom like I can and continue to do their job. I don't know, because I've never been able to get a dive. I couldn't get a dive. Wait, whoa. Y'all saw that? Y'all saw that on Bering Sea Gold? I got that one dive off of fucking Vernon's Death Trap, the Wild Ranger, 9 years ago. This time, I have come back to do it again, and there is no way I'm diving on this boat. Not gonna happen. So once again, I don't get a chance to dive for gold and Nome. But that's okay. Life goes on.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go home.
Cool.
I'm gonna go home. Wait, whoa, back up. Even though I was not able to dive on this particular death trap, and again, I love Vernon. He's become more than just an acquaintance. We've become friends. He still has a death trap of a boat. And that's it. And I told him, I'll tell him again. He knows I won't dive on this boat. I'm not doing it. I'm not an idiot. So next season, see, now I know what the fuck is going on here. When I come back if I come back next year, I'm gonna be bringing every piece of it up. On the diving side of a dredge, I'm gonna bring back everything I need. As a matter of fact, if I happen to work, if Vernon and I work out this deal, and I come back, he's gonna know. I'm gonna make it clear to him and everybody else. No one touches the air. No one. You can install the dredge motor. You can install the outboard, but you're not gonna do one goddamn thing with the air system. That's mine and mine alone. If he agrees to that, I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
So
looks like you gotta go to work,
it.
but no, it was great talking with you. So hopefully you might be back next season. It's a possibility.
We had a good time together. Me, Brian, Gary, Thomas, Vern, we all had a good time together, and I've enjoyed every one of these guys. And I'm telling you, since I know squat about gold dredging, I'm gonna learn from them. And what they choose to take from me is their business, but I'm gonna be able to show them a different way of installing an air system. From the compressor to the hot water heater to my sorry ass on the bottom, I'm gonna show them a different way. They want it, they like it, fine. They don't, whatever, I don't care. I dive with no one system but mine. That's why I know I'm gonna come back up and survive. My fucking umbilical does not get wrapped up in anchor lines or drag hoses or my ass getting dragged under a boat. That the shit does not happen on my boat.
Okay, we gotta get to work. But nice talking to you, Dave.
Fun with you.
See you next time.
And they're gonna die, I'm telling you.